Hey guys, welcome to the news. It's not really news, I just wanted to answer some of you guys' questions, and you know, I tweeted the other day, if you guys had any questions you have for me, just like tweet them to me and I'll answer them. And then I got some stuff I want to share, but it's tea time here where I am, and I just decided to have some, well, it's really coffee, but some tea with you guys. I've got some apples here with some almond butter on it, and it is so freaking delicious. I'm sorry, I'm so hungry. Anyway, so first question. Well, first I want to say, remember I was giving away those lilac nail polishes? I inspire. You are the YouTube winner of the nail polishes. So make sure you, okay, now I've never done this before, so what is people supposed to do when they win stuff? Like, do I go find their oh boy, I'll find you, I'll inbox you, and I'll get that nail polish out to you like ASAP. And I just got these really cute little Parisian style like notepads thingies, like stationery. So I'm gonna write you a little letter, a little love letter, because I'm super corny, and I'll send it too. Make sure you like Instagram it, and then I'll tag you. Okay, so congrats to I Inspire. So the first question is from my girl J Soul Music. She said, if I was stranded on a desert island, one person and one thing I'd need, and one song I'd need. Right now, the song I would need would be All of Me. All of me, all of you. Is it all of me or all of you? Well, and then I would want, okay, I can't just pick one song, sorry. And then I would want the New Lord album, which is ridiculous, and I would want the London Grammar album, which is sick. So those three experiences need to come with me on this island. Sorry, I can't pick one song. I'm sorry. One person, Justin. And then one thing I would need would be a knife, because I would have to cut fruit open and stuff. This island would, of course, have mangoes and breadfruit and bananas and stuff, so I'd be able to survive, right? Yes. Okay, great. The next question comes from Jade Selenols. Okay. Does the industry give me a hard time for wanting to stay naturally beautiful and not their idea of beauty? I think there's a big misconception of what the industry does. I think people think that they are this cave that you go into, and they beat you to a pulp, and then they kick you out to the masses and say, kill yourself. You know, like, it's not this mean, scary place. I was very good friends with L.A. Reid. I had really good quality time with a lot of the people that were able to mentor me at the label, Def Jam. My product managers were beautiful people. If it were not for Amber Noble Garland and Shalik Berry, I would not be able to be in this industry now, because I would have lost my mind. They were my big sister, my big brother in the beginning of this. Babyface was a doll, a gem to me. will.i.am was beautiful to me. So the first time where I met any type of thing that was a little bit scary was when I hung out with Neo in the studio and we wrote the album Epiphany. He said, Chrisette, you got to sing about something that hurts sometimes. And I said, I can't do that. So if I ever changed, that was the moment where I decided to be a little bit more vulnerable. But I don't know if that was a bad thing. I think that it was my truth. I had just gotten through an awful breakup and separation from someone who I really, really loved at the time. And we wrote Blame It On Me, and he wrote Epiphany, and the rest is kind of history. I will say that it's been very hard for me to turn back into the nice girl since then, but I think I did a pretty good job of that on the album Better, where I just began to allow myself to sing about love again. So yeah, you can get a little stuck in your ways in this industry, because people do get used to things, and you get used to having certain feelings. Hey, like my phone case? Thanks. So no, and then as far as like my hair and, you know, natural beauty, I think a lot of times people are talking about your hair. No, actually, what's really interesting is I had just come from my Paris trip, where I was just going to like think and stuff. And I went to Paris, London, Amsterdam, and Brussels. And I saw all these girls with natural hair. And so I came back, and immediately I went to Keith, and he cuts my hair and dyes it. I went to him and I said, I want you to, you know, do something crazy to my natural hair. He cut my hair into that box cut Grace Jones fade that I talk about in the song Rich Hipster, and he dyed the tips. And I went to the label and I was like, they're so not gonna like this. And they freaking loved it. I was planning on having Havana Twist for the cover of Better. But they were like, no, you gotta keep this. This is so dope. Falana was like, no, your box cut is so dope. You gotta keep that. And Falana has worked with and managed Miguel and Sierra and other very mainstream, contemporary, urban, dope, pop, all different types of really great artists. So you would think that someone who has that much experience in the music industry might not like natural beauty, but she was a great advocate for me just being myself. And at the time that was a natural girl with the Grace Jones fade. So no, I don't run into problems with that, if that answers your question. I don't want to spend too much time on all the questions because there are so many. But a question from Carapoo was, where can I get more peace beads? Okay, well, I'm launching a website. It's called richhipster.biz. Chris did it and I are working on it. It's a store / blog, vlog, just like a bunch of stuff site. And it will be coming out this summer around the time when R&B Divas Los Angeles airs. So I'm super excited about that because I will finally be able to express my fashion and my ideas and what I think is cool. It's a little different. It's got a little bit of a Williamsburg, Brooklyn edge on it. But I love fashion. I love my peace beads. They serve a good cause. They are part of funding the Nige Project. If you don't know about that, ask me next time. But the peace beads will be on richhipster.biz. That launches very soon. So there's that. What else? Soleil Moonpaki asks, what made you decide to do R&B Divas? Girl, I don't know. Moving on. Well, I mean, I don't know. It was one of those moments where I said, maybe I can be my definition of a sister on reality television. There are so many different ways that Black is viewed on TV, or some people think that there aren't enough ways. So I said, let me be another way that Black is viewed. And so I decided to sign up for it to show my side, who I am, what I do, because I know there's a lot of other girls and guys like me. And so I just wanted to be myself. When you do sit down to watch R&B Divas Los Angeles, you'll see that we are all different. We are all beautiful and we all make different choices. And we are all individuals. I guess that's what I was thinking when I decided to sign up for R&B Divas LA. I wanted my story to be told. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful RN asks, what made me car travel from show to show instead of taking flights? Girl, I was so tired of, you know, flying on airplanes. I'm petrified to fly on airplanes. You wouldn't believe that because I'm always on them. But I was just like, you know what? I don't want to fly on airplanes. I want to see the trees. I want to drive through the midnight sky. So I rented this huge truck and me and my girls drove alongside the tour bus some days and drove all by ourselves through the night some days. And sometimes we'd be on these long highways and you look up into the sky driving down this long highway and you'd see the stars and you see a little crescent moon and you'd be like, God is so real. So I just needed to experience God in that way, in that nature way, just to be outside. I love nature. I am a complete Girl Scout. I was raised as a Girl Scout and it hasn't left me. So I did it because I wanted to experience some nature. So there's the answer to that question. Tony Actor Grant asks, who would I pay money to see in a concert? Well, right now I'm very excited because Cher is in concert and her hair is blonde. I want to see that. I'm going to see Cher in concert. Diana Ross is also touring right now and I want to see Diana Ross in concert. The last concert that I paid a lot of money to see was Taylor Swift. 2 nights in a row, I paid to see her at the Prudential Center in New Jersey. And I think I spent something like $800 on like 4th or 8th row seats. Be right up front and close to the action. CMW628 asks, who would I like to record a duet with? At this particular moment, Lord would be the coolest name I could think of in my mind that I would love, love, love to write with. and record with. I love her. I think she's super effing cool. And I sat right behind her at the Grammys and watched her win her award, and I cried with her mother. I don't know if she knows that. Adventures of Jess asks about the inspiration behind my tattoos. I read that question and I wanted to at least read it to you guys. If you guys want me to do like a whole video on all of my tattoos, if you don't know it, I have a lot of tattoos. Like, a lot. Like, boy, a lot. Like, freaking rapper, a lot. Like, basketball player status, a lot. Okay, maybe not that many, but I've got a lot for a girl. Anyway, so if you guys want me to do like a video on my tattoo story or whatever, it is kind of a story. If you guys want that, just hit me up and let me know in the comment section below. And I think I'll answer one more question. GemT_new sound asks, would you ever do a gospel album? And this other question is, what's your spiritual life like? Yes, I would do a gospel album. I was raised in a church. But my question to my sisters and brothers in the walk is, exactly what does gospel mean to you? Does gospel mean projecting a way of life? Does it mean helping people to experience God on a higher level? Because that's what it means to me. It means that I'm introducing my walk with God. I'm introducing how I walk with him and the ups and the downs and the truth of it. And that helps me to be able to be, one, relatable, and two, listen, we are all in this thing together. And so doing an album where every song is a gospel song, I have gospel songs. I Am One is a gospel song. Do you know? So yeah, I would do a gospel album, but I just beg the question, what do you call gospel? Because there are a lot of gospel artists that are not living a gospel life, but there are a lot of R&B artists that are living the gospel life. So my goal is to live the gospel life and pray that that shines through on the stages that I sing at. And for some reason, whenever I'm on stage and I sing the song Total Praise, there is no greater applause than the applause that the people give after that song. And that's because the applause is directed at something that deep down inside, everybody in that room believes in. And that, to me, is being a gospel artist. With that being said, they're so delicious. With that being said, I do see a gospel album in my future. And on the Lyricist Opus, we're doing this huge gospel production with the choir and the gospel sound. So yeah, I hear what you're saying, and you know, my spiritual life and gospel are deeply intertwined. I listen to the genre gospel music often, and it is something that touches me very deeply. As a matter of fact, do I have it on here? I'll tell you what I'm listening to right now. My favorite gospel album out right now. It's by King and Country. And the name of this song is Busted Heart. I love this music. I love King and Country. I think they're incredible. And they really inspire me to be better. Sometimes they get me through nights where I can't sleep. Sometimes they get me through moments before a show. I've cried to that music. I've laughed to that music. King and Country is one of my favorite gospel groups out right now. If you want to know what I'm wearing, this is like a Juicy Couture bracelet, and I got this necklace at Forever 21. And this is a Pink Floyd t-shirt by Wild Fox, which I'm kind of obsessed with, Chaser tees and Wild Fox tees. But anyway, I love you all so very much. I'm so grateful for your love and your support. Don't forget to like this video, comment on this video, and subscribe. And don't forget to tell me if you want to see like a, you know, a tattoo story video at some point. Peace.